You so hard you won't see nothing ever, 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 ever.
Audio skulls all day.
The lyrics science is the
You like it? You like that?
Sure.
You like that takeoff sound that I made?
We do need some F1 sounds and
You know, I guess some burning rubber, or something. Well, you know the race scene better than myself.
burning rubber would be cool. But,
Burning rubber?
I don't know if it. I don't know. I think just engine sounds would give people more of a. I don't know.
An authentic feel.
They would recognize it more than burning rubber. I mean, it would burn. I don't know how to explain it.
I mean, that's okay. You know, and once you find it, we'll know if that makes
I know
any
one
sense.
thing. I'm hungry.
That's and that's a very understandable. It's because we've had a busy weekend, and we're kicking your week off with the 347th episode of the Mad Scientist Lab podcast with Jared, Lee, and RJ. And Jared, like I just said, Jared and I and a couple of friends had a very busy weekend. You see that we're doing the podcast today on a Sunday, which we don't do very often.
I say that, but then like fucking only 2 people watch this shit now.
That's okay.
And like, you know what's funny? Every time I say like how many people watch the show, like it goes down every week.
Well, you know,
on YouTube. I don't know about anywhere else, but
well, regardless, doesn't matter. We just came back from the Freedom 250 event down in D.C.
Freedom 250 Grand Prix.
Freedom 250 Grand Prix.
IndyCar Grand Prix.
The IndyCar Grand Prix down in D.C. It was Saturday and Sunday. Yesterday, and Jared could obviously elaborate a little better than me with this stuff because he is more of the car expert here.
What am I elaborating on?
Well, just yesterday was a lot of the qualifying rounds for today's race.
Yeah, yesterday, well, I don't know if Londa ever, he's not around these days, but just like F1, there's a day of qualifying. Well, there's a day of practice. That's where the teams typically figure out what their setup's going to be for the race and qualifying. So yeah, yesterday was it was practice. We didn't get there for the first 2 practices of the IndyCar, but we got there for the IROC series, which I think was the first time that it came back since like 20 years or something.
Okay.
IROC is one of the series that I grew up watching. It would usually come on like yesterday before IndyCar.
Okay.
It'd be like a Saturday. Because I've been going to more motorsports and talking about in my set as far as comedy about enjoying motorsports.
Yeah.
I've been reflecting a lot more on how long I've actually been watching motorsports just on TV, because we were talking about earlier, like watching sports and this other thing. Like I watched the NBA growing up. Like I was a big basketball fan and I watched football. But my thing was usually I would wake up on a Saturday after watching like fucking X-Men or the highlights from wrestling for the week. And usually I would end up going to watch some type of motorsport that would be on TV, whether it be MotoGP or I used to watch boat racing.
You know, that was I do remember that being and I'm sure it still is a thing, but
it's
I do
still
remember,
a thing.
yeah, but I do remember that being televised.
Yeah,
I feel like more often.
I've always just watched it. That's always what I gravitated towards. And then like when because magazines would be a thing, so I was into motorcycles because people in my family had motorcycles. I would be people I knew that I was like people my mom knew had motorcycles, and they would let me ride on their motorcycles. So I was into this shit from a long time ago.
Yeah.
And just recently I was like, man, because we were talking about names of drivers and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, I've been watching this shit forever, bro. And these motherfuckers are still in this shit. I don't know what my point is, but yeah, I've been in this shit for a long time. So, and I remember like watching IndyCar on Sundays at home, um, or waking up and turning the TV on and be like the end of a F1 race because they're overseas. They were usually mostly. We didn't have any races in America until they opened up Austin, Coda. Coda got opened up when I was young, and then they put that race there. But we didn't have any races in America. Everything was in Europe, so the time zones was different.
Yeah.
So I'd wake up and be the end. I'm like seeing Fernando Alonso fucking shaking champagne or Nico Rosberg shaking champagne. And it's the end. I'm like, damn, man, I wanted to see the whole fucking thing. Like,
Yeah.
But it's the time. But and then later on, guess what comes on? IndyCar. And I would watch that shit. That's how I found out about Mario Andretti, Michael Andretti, Al Unser Jr., and then we were talking about Will Power all weekend. Like these guys those are my era. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Well, no.
Oh, Londa is here. Oh shit, bro. Literally, we were just talking about you.
Londa, what's up, dude? Welcome to the chat, brother. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. Sum it up, RJ.
Yeah.
Let them know what we were doing today.
Yeah, so to reiterate, me and Jared were down at the Freedom 200 IndyCar Grand Prix
250.
Which was here in D.C. So they had an IndyCar race here in the streets of D.C. It was a 2-day event.
Washington, D.C.
Washington.
He's overseas.
Yeah. Well, I would think he would know.
Maybe.
It's only where the president
He's
was.
not the only one, though.
This is fair. This is also fair. But it was a very big event for multiple reasons. One, they've never had a race in the streets of D.C., period. So this was an inaugural event.
Historic.
Very historic. And to be quite honest, me and Jared and the people that attended with us thought it was fucking awesome. It was really cool. It was very well put together and organized. Obviously, we're at the mall. Which consists of, in Washington, D.C., consists of...
Yeah, the mall is between the Lincoln Memorial and the Reflecting Pool and the Capitol.
In the Capitol building, which you never, we see, since we're local, we see the Capitol on TV and everything all the time, but I think people don't realize how massive of a building that is, of a structure.
Well, it has the house is 400 people, 400 and what, 3 or 2? Then there's 50 fucking Senate people. 100 people.
Yeah, and it's just such a massive structure. And when you're standing on,
okay, so explain. I'll pull it up. But the mall, it's a term that we use for this big area between the Washington Monument and the Lincoln Memorial and the Capitol building. It's not actual like a real mall. That's what he said. He was like, "You guys have huge malls. It's not the same thing."
Yeah, no. So it's basically describing the surrounding area because a lot of the museums are along the National Mall. You have obviously a bunch of businesses, and we were actually at the only independently owned business, a Cafe Americano. While we were kind of resting a bit, we had a chance to talk to one of the employees. And he was telling us how for the big 4th of July parade.
So this is the mall, Londa. Yeah, yes, the National Mall. Yes.
He was saying how the turnout, kind of killed business because not as many people, showed up because it was the event spanned weeks.
Well, you talking about that fair shit?
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to go to that shit.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's what I also think that they did it too early before I think if it was closer to the 4th of July weekend, I think it would have had a better turnout. But then Jared started talking to him and started getting some information, and he was basically saying, "Hey, we're the only shop here on the National Mall that is independent."
Yeah. Oh, my bad. Sorry.
Yeah, independently owned, as opposed to the rest of them. So that was a pretty nifty conversation. Just a little piece of information.
The UFC 250 was on the actual White House Mall, or not mall. Sorry, lawn. That's a little different. That is on. Well, the race did go past the White House, right? Part of it went to
Well, it's
Pennsylvania.
it's on Independence Avenue.
Well, Independence, and then part of it is Pennsylvania, which is in front of the mall.
Yeah.
I mean, God damn it, I keep saying the mall, in front of the White House.
Yeah, so we were on the Independence Avenue side, so we couldn't see the White House from where we were. But I'll kind of, and Jared will probably help me out with this, and we'll just kind of break down the event. So yesterday, again, with it just being the qualifying rounds, it was still a big turnout yesterday. There was lots of folks out. So we were kind of, I guess, scouting the scene because today was the big actual race that they were having. And I don't even know where to start, man. There was just boatloads of people out, which is always good to see. Security out the wazoo. Granted, we are in D.C., so there's already tons of security, but now you've got this big event going on. So you've got, all the Metro Park Police. You've probably got D.C. Police. You've got Secret Service walking around. And as we're walking, onto the mall, kind of getting a view of everything because, they've got tents and stands up for food and drinks, and they've got screens up for people to see the race.
So Pennsylvania Avenue, Londa, this is for you too. So Pennsylvania Avenue is here, this top straightaway. Actually, that's where the pits were.
Okay.
Where we went yesterday. So the White House is along this street on Pennsylvania Avenue. And then where's Independence is down here, I think. So yeah, anyway, a lot of straightaways, but the turns were turning.
Yeah, no, they're definitely.
There's a lot of wrecks.
Yeah, that was there was quite a bit of that going on, and we actually coming back today once they opened the streets up because again the race was on the actual streets, so we could get easier access to the metro station. We actually walked from, I guess, was that their starting point where the stars were and all that stuff? No, that was just
the stars were. You talking about when we left?
Yeah, when we left today.
That was okay. So where a turn is usually, especially like on the straightaway. Let me bring the map up again. On a straightaway, usually at the end of a turn, if someone because they're going so hard, sometimes people will miss braking points, and if they miss braking points, they're going to slide because the tires lock up and whatever. So that's a runoff area. That's why you kept hearing us say, "Oh, this is a runoff area." So where those stars were is a runoff area. So that was down a straight, which I think where we were at was off of Independence, right?
Yeah.
So they coming down that straight, they missed the turn, whatever it was. They missed the turn. Okay, so they go there. So that's why those tires were there. So if they
see.
totally missed,
if they overshot. Okay, I gotcha. So, but yeah, we saw burn marks. Jared got pieces of rubber. Tire. Yeah. Jared was able to get some tire debris off of the ground. Which
I do that every time I get a chance to get onto a track. I try to get rubber. This is from the race. Let me put it over here.
That's our that's our souvenir.
I don't know which
weekend.
car this is off of, but yeah, actually, I can't leave it here. This is surprisingly, Londa, you'll appreciate this. This is surprisingly softer rubber than the rubber that I've gotten from F1 races. I'll bring the F1s. I want to put this in like some glass enclosure.
Yeah, and we can get a little decal for it or something.
Don't let me forget. This is 2026 Freedom 250. We'll keep that there, and I'll start putting. Every time I go to a race, I'll collect a piece and.
Collect a piece of our new display here on the Mad Scientist Lab podcast.
Yeah, yesterday we did a lot, man. There was so much.
Yeah, there was a ton to do yesterday. We hit various because the race is going around and and again, this is an inaugural event, and I want to say for 95%.
First of all, RJ just wants to keep using the word inaugural. I just want to put that out there.
Uranus.
He used plethora today. That in the correct usage. I was proud of you today.
Thank you. It's good to be proud. It's good to be proud.
Proud
to be an American. But what I was gonna say is,
I'll agree with you today.
Yeah. So the race is going around the city, and the mall is kind of in the center of it, and so depending on where you're standing, you can get views of the turns or the straightaways of the vehicles. Obviously racing. There were only a handful of grandstands that they had set up throughout the city, which was like the really only down part to where we were at. Because if you didn't have a seat, you had to stand, which was probably 90% of the folks there, if not more.
Oh, I forgot. I got something for Londa I want to talk about. I'm glad you're here today. You're here the perfect day today, actually.
And it's so we hit various points to get like the best spot and the best view. And we found one, and we went back to that same spot today, but we were all over the place yesterday. We hit one side, then the other, then the other. Today we kind of knew.
We were exploring yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday. Yeah, today was like the main quest. Yesterday was like the preparation.
And we knew exactly where we needed to go today, which was perfect. Like everything was perfect. If we didn't do yesterday, we would not know what the fuck was going on today.
Yeah, 100%.
And
especially
today,
with the turnout today.
Today we were like, all right, we need to go here. We need to get some water. Let's not start drinking yet. Let's fucking just go. Blah blah blah. Got to our spot where we wanted to watch the race. I didn't get as much pictures or videos today, but I think I got enough that I just to satisfy the social media or whatever. My personal social media doesn't fucking matter. Like I need to make money off of comedy.
Yeah, no, I got you.
But like everybody knows I was there, and I did all the tour shit yesterday. And today we were like, all right, let's go. Boom. We know we're gonna. There's not a lot of people here. Let's go over there. We get water and set up. Race starts. We didn't even get halfway through, and we were like, all right, fuck this.
Yeah, dude. With the race when you. Londa, I don't know if you've ever been to like a race.
I was gonna say, Londa, how you feel about Zandvoort being done and Max Verstappen crashing out today? That was very interesting. Trust me, I watched the race before we left today. I'd watched.
Yeah, Jared was watching the race when we got to the metro. When we got to the metro station, Jared had it on his phone.
It was at the end of the race.
Yeah, so he was obviously prepared for a day full of motorsports.
I love it.
And so we go around the city, and there's a ton of people out, lots of pretty girls to look at. It was always a very big plus on a nice summer day.
They were everywhere.
And I will say this.
I don't know if you heard what I said to Clay. I was like, I'm about to get on the apps because I need to.
Soil your oats.
It's been enough time where it's time to get back out there. I need to put myself back on the market.
Hi, I'm Jared.
I need to slap this meat on the market.
Slap this meat on the market, folks. Holla
at your boy.
I'm going to continue
if you're a girl.
If I'm going to continue the conversation moving forward about it. But no, so when you're watching these cars go by, they hit, I think, max speeds of 130 miles an hour.
No, those cars are faster than that.
Really?
Indy cars are way faster.
Okay, I thought it was 130 for some reason.
No. Well, what I told you was what was it, Thursday, when they had the newscasters in the Corvettes, they were hitting 138.
Well, I saw. Okay, so is that what I saw? Okay, because I saw something on the screen yesterday, and I thought it was like a cockpit view, and that I was seeing their odometer.
That was the IROC stuff.
That could have been the IROC stuff.
They're a little slower.
Still,
Indy car is fast, bro.
No, I believe that. Well, still 100. I would still think 130 miles an hour is still fast.
Let's look up the top speed.
Yeah, here by all means. But anyway, these cars are fucking whizzing by you, loud as shit. And again, I'm not a race person by any means. Like, it is not something I follow nearly, if at all.
No, he's fine. He's fine. Keep going.
But But what I was going to say is that when you are kind of at an event like that and you finally get the feel of the cars whizzing by you, it is a ton of fun, man. So it was just an overall really badass event. And I thought one of the coolest parts, and we got there just in time, especially today. Today the turnout was massive.
Yeah, it was
way more people today than yesterday.
Brother, look at that screen.
Let's see. So at the Freedom 250 Grand Prix on the temporary street circuit, 180 to 185 miles per hour those guys were driving. God damn, dude. Those guys were hauling ass down Independence Avenue, dude. That was that's badass, dude.
I just want to let everybody know. RJ said yesterday, he was like, oh, I can do that.
I can. I think I can do that. I'm dead serious.
This guy doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Dude, I was only off by like 50 miles, which is a huge difference.
What do you mean off by 50 miles? Bro, you can't do that.
I think I could do that.
Let me read these. Let's see. I haven't watched it in a while. Oh, you haven't watched F1 in a while? Oh. Well, I mean, I'm a hardcore fan. But my best friend told me about it and said everything. Yeah, Verstappen's cool. He said he was okay right away. Have you guys? Wait, what? I have you guys on my TV, by the way. Hey, thank you. Appreciate that. Oh, what's up, Epic?
Epic.
Shout out to you.
Happy Sunday to you, brother.
Oh, yeah. RJ can't drive. He thinks he. See, this is the thing. Remember what I said? Like the two things that men think they can do if they ever had to. They all think they can drive. It's like 80% of men think they can drive. And they all think they can land a plane.
I don't think I'd ever be able
No,
to.
it's like 60. It's some crazy fucking number. It's like 60% of men think they can land a plane.
That's
if
a very.
they had to.
If they had to. That, no.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I know. I understand. I'm agreeing with you.
Bro,
What?
you can't land a plane, period.
I'm not landing a plane.
Okay.
I don't
and
have
you
any-
can't drive a race car either.
I do. I think I could do that.
You
I think-
cannot drive a race car.
I think I could do that.
Bro, you'd be in, you know where you'd be? Either in the wall or fucking in the fucking runoff.
Dude, you know what's crazy about the wall? As we were walking on the track, we saw where some of the impacts.
Oh,
from
you
some of
guys
the-
are so cute. I love you guys. I'm glad you guys are back together.
Yeah. Welcome back.
It's like Epic, Londa.
Yeah.
We gotta get Londa. You know what? Either we're gonna we're going to the Netherlands. We gotta go see all three of us. Me, you, Epic. We're all gonna go over to Amsterdam. We have to.
Fucking.
But if RJ can drive a race car, then Trump is not in the Epstein files. Oh, you want to tell him about your fucking claim today?
What about if we were like to meet him?
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying.
No. Tell what was your claim today?
No, no, but I know what we're talking about. I didn't claim anything.
No,
I didn't claim anything.
no. We were saying, me and Clay were saying that we would not, if we were invited to the Oval Office, because that was your scenario that you brought up. If
Yeah,
you were
so
invited to
that's
the
what I'm
Oval
saying.
Office, would you go? I said no. Clay said no. You said yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, dude, you're meeting the president.
I don't give a fuck. Fuck him.
It's all right, dude. It's all right. It's the president. It's
I
an
will admit, today, I did. You saw me congratulate him. I was like, "Good job, Trump. This event was fire."
Yeah, and do you know what was even more badass is as we got there at like literally the perfect time for the flyover. Yeah. So
Did you get pictures of that?
No, because I was way too infatuated with it
Yeah,
in person.
same here.
It was way too cool.
I was like-
I did not want to be
look,
one of. I wanted to take in the moment.
I was like this. I was like, do I want to pull it out? I was like, no, it's so beautiful.
Yeah. You're gonna miss the moment doing that, dude. Like I had it in my pocket. I thought I was like, can I read the? I was like, no, I'm gonna miss the whole
I
moment.
didn't even
dude.
give a fuck. I was just like, oh my god.
So they had like this big stealth bomber, fly.
big stealth bomber. It was a B-1.
The B, still, it's a giant stealth bomber. A bunch of F-16s, I think.
Guy acts like
along-
he's never seen a stealth bomber before.
and they were just flying like not that high above us. To be honest with you, they were high. They were up there.
Oh, I'm sorry, not the B-1. I've seen this one actually in action. You don't want to see the doors open on this bitch.
Nothing screams America more than just a giant flyover of something that
It's
can
the
just-
B2, my
Yeah.
bad. But this is the one that I've seen before. But hold on, let me look at it. It's the B52. No, it's the B2.
B-2 bomber.
Stealth bomber. Yeah, it's the B2.
So yeah, this is what flew over us today, which was
One of the planes.
yeah, one of the.
It was all
planes.
stealth planes, by the way. Well, I think one was a couple were F-18s.
And I was gonna say it's just we don't get stuff like this every day. We don't get to partake in viewing it from obviously being there standpoint, and it was just really really fucking cool. I think in Unicision, everybody on the mall was like,
I'm sorry,
fuck
what?
it. Unicision.
Unison.
Unison. Oh yeah, Unicision is. Anyway,
I don't know what unison.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah. So we saw. Yeah. That flyover was sick.
And then they had two jets, like, go straight up in the air and do all sorts of crazy shit.
I don't know if those were F-22s or F-35s. You can't tell you have to. Like Clay was right. You got to see them close to. The only way for me is I have to see how the cockpit is, like the way the front is shaped. They have similar capabilities, but the F-22, hands down, I wish they never got rid of it. They only made 250 of them.
Yeah.
But I've seen that plane do things that, I'll put it this way. Whenever you hear about like UFO sightings and shit, like out in the desert, like where like Area 51 and all that shit is, after seeing the F-22 at air shows, I was like, oh, I get what the fuck was going on. Like because these planes do insane shit.
Yeah, dude, seeing it today was just fucking pretty.
And that was simple shit.
Yeah,
I've seen that motherfucker. I've seen that shit fall like a leaf. Think about a plane just falling like a leaf. A single engine plane, they can do it, but it's like a helicopter type thing. No, this joint's like literally a leaf falling to the ground, and it can and it's gone.
That's got to be badass to pilot one of those things, dude.
Oh yeah, you thought you could do that too.
I didn't say that.
There was what else? There was something that I wanted to bring up that I can't remember now because we triggered it, but then I lost it.
Oh,
keep going.
Well, you get this big ass flyover, and then before that, when we were standing in line, yes, there was a line today to get in. Yesterday we just kind of walked in.
Londa, you're right. We did have a lot of shit this year. But it's our 250th anniversary, and you got to remember the person that's in office, he's definitely going to celebrate the fuck out of this.
Yeah, no, of course.
I do wonder if we had a different president, how hardcore they would have went.
I'm not going to say nearly as much if I had to be honest.
I don't think we would have had it nearly as much.
And that's where, you do want to give credit because, again, I think what I was saying when the stealth bomber and everything was going over and everybody
it was like 4 other planes on the outside of the fucking stealth bomber, by the way. Like it was like two it was probably 2 F-22s, 2 or 3 F-35s, and then like I think there was 2 F-18s. But it was the coolest shit I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was, and
I've been to a lot of air shows and a lot of races and seen a lot of flyovers. Baseball games, flyovers. This one was fire.
Yeah, it was badass, dude. It was to describe it, and I'm so glad that we didn't.
Being in the military, seeing fucking planes fly over me.
Well, I also think getting it on our phones wouldn't have done the magnitude of justice as it is to absorb in person. But what I was gonna say, I feel like everybody in unison, like at that moment, was like, fuck yeah. Like,
well, because everybody was looking up, like, where is it? Where, like, the national...
Yeah, we didn't see it, we didn't hear it, and I don't know where it just...
National anthem is finishing up, and we know that... We see it on the screen, the TV screen, that they're flying, but we're like, where the fuck are they?
And they just came over the trees, dude. Like
nothing. We see nothing, we hear nothing, and then they're just like...
Yeah, that shit was super cool. And then
that's why it's stealth.
Yeah.
They're all stealth planes, by the way. Which scares the fuck out of me, because if they really wanted to fuck us up that day or today, they could have.
Oh yeah, we
would have never known what had happened.
Yeah, we'd be toast.
And I'll say this: there's other people who will never know what happened to them.
Not in a million
Real
years.
talk.
Yeah, no, dude,
that shit was so quiet, bro.
And while we were standing in line to get in, they had a few flyovers apparently, like early, because we got there around 11:30 ish. We actually saw briefly, not the best view of it, but a flyover of Air Force One as well. I wish we were on the mall to see just the view of that.
I didn't even see it.
Yeah, that was like when we were in line. It was like on the side.
But
of the
I've seen Air Force One. Like because I used to train over by Andrews Air Force Base. I used to see Air Force One all the time. Like if you live over there in Clinton,
yeah,
you can see Air Force One because Andrews is right there.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Air Force One is. That's like fucking every day.
It's
not that big of a deal.
Oh, it's still cool. I mean, it's not every
And this
day.
was the Bush year, so like Bush and who was after Bush?
Obama.
Yeah, I've seen Air Force One plenty of times. That trust me, it's not that big of a deal.
Well, I thought it was pretty cool. It's not nearly as cool as a
Really, if
fucking
you
stealth
live
bomber.
near any Air Force base, you'll see everything all the time.
I guess that does make sense. It is traveling. It is nationwide. But overall, I don't think we can speak highly enough about just the event and just how fucking cool it was. We had great weather for the weekend, especially today. It's a little warm outside, but we had a nice breeze that would kind of compensate and everything.
Partly cloudy.
Yeah. I wouldn't even say it was partly cloudy today. Maybe
That was literally partly cloudy.
when I think of, well, no, I'm thinking more overcast than anything. That's what I'm thinking of.
Sunny would be no clouds.
I understand that.
I just want to make sure you understand what weather is.
I know how the weather works.
It was partly cloudy.
No, when you say that, it makes it sound like it's gray outside.
No, cloudy is gray outside. Yesterday was cloudy.
Yeah, yesterday was cloudy, and then it opened up towards the end.
Toward
of
the end.
Yeah, towards the end.
Then
of
it
the
became partly cloudy.
Yeah. So yeah, see,
Guys, RJ doesn't know the weather.
I do know the weather.
Nice.
I just don't know the way. If you describe it as the way that I see it in my head, if that makes sense.
I describe it as meteorologist because, again, what did we take? What was our theme today? I go off of stats and facts.
Yeah, and also over the weekend, I feel like I've found out a lot of my friends work government jobs and that they're all secret agents.
You found out about that?
No, I know you guys work government jobs forever.
No, I don't
you
work
guys are
government.
talking-
No, I refuse to work government jobs.
Well, I know you, dude. I know you probably build a shack in the middle of nowhere with a tinfoil hat before you do that.
And because I know, yes, they make more money because they do that, but they don't have the freedom that I have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so it leads me to believe our friends are secret agents.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Not so much secret agents, but well, yeah.
That's pretty
But you have to remember, bro, everybody. I told you I don't know if I want to put it out here, but I have a buddy who is a pretty big job in the DC Police Department.
Yeah.
Metro PD, and he was probably out there today.
Yeah, and speaking of out there today,
And not to mention all the fucking agencies that was out there today,
dude,
and yesterday.
Yeah, and we actually got to a point to where I guess the DC police had to come over and tell people to get off this wall of one of these buildings they were sitting on to watch.
We're trying to get to it, bro. Keep going.
Yeah, no, sitting on the wall of the. So we're along the street and we're standing kind of up on.
We're in the middle of Museum Row, by the way.
Yeah, we're standing up kind of up on not the curb, but I guess what would you call that?
Epic. But next time you come in, we're gonna do a museum crawl. By the way.
Yeah, go to the museums and check out history. And
we're gonna do
art
it
and
before
shit.
you get back, but we got to do that. We haven't done that with him. We have
No, not at all.
Yeah. Hold on before you get finished.
Sure.
Londa said, "I know you guys have a bunch of topics you want to cover and discuss, but quick question: have you guys seen Odyssey and how did you like it?" Okay. We have not seen Odyssey because the only reason we have not seen it is because we were trying to watch it in IMAX. And we talked about it a couple weeks ago. The time we went, it was like 10 a.m. We thought we were fucking jumping the gun and getting ahead of everybody. Fucking shit was sold out.
Sold out the whole day everywhere.
And we've been trying to find an IMAX. And matter of fact, I heard somebody on the train, was it yesterday or today? Yesterday. She was talking to her friend. She was like, "Yeah, I want to see it. I want to see Odyssey, but I want to see it in IMAX." And I just blah blah blah. And this is weeks in now, so no, we have not seen it because we want to see it properly, as close to properly as we can.
Yeah, that's our big thing too. It's not we've seen pretty much every movie we've wanted to see this summer, but besides maybe like one, I know that we really didn't get to go see.
I don't know what we didn't.
I think we wanted to see Scary Movie at one point.
Oh yeah, I saw it already.
Yeah, it's
I don't have to pay for that.
Yeah, no. So that's what I'm saying. But that was like the only movie so far that other than Odyssey is that we didn't get to see. Everything else that we wanted to see, we've been able to see, no problems. We saw Spider-Man a few weeks ago, and if you haven't seen that,
love Spider-Man.
Please check that out. That was a fucking awesome film.
RJ can't say the word yeah or yes.
Sure.
He just skeeted you. Like, watch, he's gonna hit you with the fucking. You can't say sure either.
Moving forward.
There you go. Yeah. So yeah, we're. Bottom line is we have not seen it only because we have been trying to watch it properly, and it's gonna end up we're not gonna be able to see it the way we want because actually once Spider-Man came out, that took over IMAX.
Yeah, so it limited the number of theaters.
Yeah, so we're still trying. Actually, we haven't really looked, but because this weekend was coming up.
Yeah, this is a big event.
Yeah,
Oh, I said, yeah, damn it.
yeah. See, there you go.
Sorry.
I watched it properly. See, yeah, you probably have one right down the street from you too.
So I'm almost tempted to ask you.
We want to see it, Brad.
What
we're trying,
you thought of it about it is, but
he said it's worth it.
oh yeah, no, I would think it's worth it. It's made over a fucking $1 billion at the box office.
We're trust me, we're trying. We need to get back on it, and
Yeah, it's gonna be our. Damn it! I said yeah again.
yeah, no, yeah. What was he?
I failed.
You gotta take a sip of water.
Oh, well, hydration is good. We were out in the sun today. I think I got a little bit of a tan on my
This
forehead.
motherfucker asked me for my water that I fucking conveniently fucking remember to get
Well, I didn't know there was water stands.
when he threw his water bottle away,
Yeah, this was before we got inside.
and then put his lips on it when I told him not to put
I
his
didn't
lips
put
on
my
it.
lips on it.
I saw your thin white lips
My
on
thin
my
white lips did not touch your water bottle. You fucking dickhead. You want to just talk about it? So Friday comes and
Wait, whoa, oh.
yeah, hold on.
Go ahead,
I told
ahead.
you I was going to talk about it. So Friday comes. So this is obviously a big event happening in the city over the weekend. So there's like 100,000 people in DC, or there were. They're probably close to it. And me and Jared typically take the metro to the city. It's not a secret. That's how we always go there.
Wait, what did you just say?
Let me get to my point.
Go
Hold
ahead,
on.
go ahead.
But because of road closures, things, I don't know what's going on, how many people are coming. So Friday, I text him like, hey.
Wait, can I explain what the metro is? Everybody, the metro is, you may have it in your city, wherever you live. The metro for here is it's the subway that takes people, subway meaning underground, which takes people to and fro throughout the city and the region that we live in. Carry on, RJ.
Yes, transportation. So I just wanted to, I don't know who's coming, what's going on. So I text Jared. I said, hey, how are we getting there? And then instead of Jared being a good pal saying, hey, you know what? We're doing this, and that. He sends me some fucking or some meme that's basically rolling his eyes at me. And I'm like, bro, like.
No,
okay.
it was like, the fuck do you mean how we getting there?
So obviously we took the metro to DC. All right.
You skipped over everything.
No, hold on. So we ended up taking the metro, but that's not the point. The point is because there was a big event going on, I didn't know if we were going to ride out there with somebody or if we were going to collectively get in a giant Uber due to road blockages and metro stop. Like, I didn't know.
Guys. I don't, okay.
All he had to do, instead of just being a dickhead.
No. After I sent you the gift, you were like, I didn't know how we were going to get there. I don't even know where it was at. My response was, sir, you have access to information. Look it up.
This motherfucker told
And
me
he
to
got
Google
pissed at me. Yeah, I said, Google it. I Googled it. How do you think I figured out? How do you think I even figured out how to get tickets?
So you Googled the information. So you already have the information. That's why I'm asking you, because you know it. And then you're supposed to be like, oh, hey, this. And I'll be like, okay, cool. And then we're like, hooray. And that's it.
I don't know, man. Extrapolation.
Oh, my God. Word of the day.
Yes,
Extrapolation.
that might be the name of the show.
Extrapolation.
Extrapolate from details that you already have within your knowledge base. Londa will appreciate that. That sounds like some fucking learning LLM shit.
LLM.
Fucking AI.
Well, it is a more.
Was the
prominent-
metro booming? If you know, you. That's funny.
Well, we were in an old ass
hey,
Metro car today for a little
Metro
while.
Boomin is actually one of my favorite producers, by the way.
No, he no, we got the dual Metro experience today. We had the nice modern cars with the the really cold ass AC.
You talking about yesterday?
No, today,
you
yeah.
talking about on the?
Yeah, on the way up there. And then on the way up there, when we swap trains, because we have to do that once on the way up
Well,
there.
they had to produce more trains, like because remember when we got off and that one was right behind it.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude, we got off the train and the other one was there like
They were-
45 seconds later.
Yeah, they were running extra trains for the weekend.
Well, they did the right thing because me and you both know what it's like to be trapped on the metro with a sea of people, like oceans of people after a big event.
But that's why I hang around. I don't go straight onto the fucking train. Oh my god, there were so many. There's so much talent today. Yeah, I gotta get I gotta get my shit together.
Shit together.
I've been in my head with this whole comedian thing. Like, oh, nobody wants to date comedians. I don't give a fuck anymore. I need companionship.
Deep River.
What the fuck are you doing?
It's my favorite song. It's a good song.
I guess.
But
You went on something else. We were talking about something else.
well, I was talking about the old ass Metro car that we were on. Well, it wasn't super old, but it was definitely
Wasn't that
dated.
old.
Yeah, it was dated a little bit.
An old one has
Well, I
to
don't.
a place that you know streets are cut off.
Well, a few things. There's a few things. One, I don't know exactly where it's cut off in DC and what roads are closed and and where there is access. Two, it's not uncommon to drive into DC with a large group of people.
Let me ask you this: who does that?
I've done that before.
The only time that I've ever taken an Uber to DC in at least, I'll be modest, 5 years, is when we went to the 4th of July Nats game. And I even said, let's take the train back.
I was down to take the train.
Nobody, you were down, but nobody wanted to take the train back. But that's the easiest way to get to and fro without hindrance.
Yeah, you're like a little speeding bullet in a tunnel.
Yeah, it's like you're here and you're there.
How fast do those Metro cars go that we're on?
Probably 70, 80.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
I think Epic may know.
Yeah, do you know how fast a standard Metro
Yeah,
rail car would go?
wasn't he clocking it when he was here last
He
time?
he might. You know what? I think he was.
Yeah, he was clocking. I think he said 70.
Yeah. So you're going about the speed that you would on a highway, but
No. Well, yes, you are going about the speed, but you're going. It's a straight shot as opposed to going around. And I'll tell you this because last time I went to New York, you can see, like you're just on the straight line, and everybody else, the highway is like, and you're just cruising past these motherfuckers, like, pew. It's night and day.
I believe it.
So I don't know. There was something we were actually trying to talk about, and then I don't remember.
I'm starting to forget too. Like I don't know.
RJ was drinking today, guys.
I was not. I am almost 9 months sober.
No, I was drinking today.
Yes, Jared has been drinking.
I didn't
today.
drink till later though, because I was still recovering from yesterday.
drank yesterday too. Whatchamacallit?
Fucking, it's bracing. Oh, that dude's shirt was a perfect shirt. I wish I had known what city that was. When I pointed out, the back of his shirt said, "We're a drinking city." We're a drinking city, but a racing something.
Oh, I didn't see it.
I
remember you pointing at a shirt or saying something about
I
it.
pointed
I
it
didn't
to
see
Clay. He saw it.
I didn't see it. No, but you know what we did see? We saw two pretty famous people.
The astronaut.
Yeah. So, yesterday, as we're just kind of walking casually down, across the National Mall,
That's where we were talking about. Yes.
I guess a golf cart, a beefed up golf cart. Let me not.
First of all, I'm the only one that ever notices anything, and I'm a very detail oriented person. People don't understand that about me. I saw a guy who went around the moon, and nobody else around me none of my friends are cool enough or even understand me enough to know who I saw yesterday. The commander of the Artemis II is on a golf cart, literally driving right past us as we're walking on this path. And I look up and I see him in his blue spacesuit. And I say, "Hey, sir." And he looks at me, he smiles and waves back. And we just keep going.
We kept going.
All my friends are fucking pieces of shit because they didn't see anything. I'm like, do you guys know who that was? This motherfucker says, who? The black guy? No, man. Only the guy who flew to space.
Well, I'm sorry. The guy that was driving the cart was a...
Yes, Reese Weissman. I saw him. I waved to him. I said, "Hey, sir." And he waved back to me and smiled. And I felt like a child, brother.
Yeah, he was like 3 feet away from us. Like literally as they were
Literally
driving by.
3 feet away from us. And it's the second time this year that me and RJ have seen him.
Yeah, we saw him on the 4th of July at the Nationals.
At the Nats game, throwing out the first pitch.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. And then obviously Jared recognized. I don't know what I was looking at or anything. We're just walking, so I'm not.
See, here's the thing. Here's how you know anything that I usually say. How you guys know I don't lie. Because remember when that mission was going on, I said on this podcast, I was like, I was watching that shit 24/7. I was watching them because all the video shit. I know that guy's face. Yeah. I wouldn't know any of them. I would know Christina. I would know. I forgot the black guy's name. I can remember if I saw it, but I know Reed Weissman. If I saw them in my face, I know who they were. I did not remember his name. I had to look it up, but I know his face, and I know who he was. And I was like, there's no reason. That's how you know. Like when I saw him go by, I was like, I know who the fuck that is.
Yeah, no, and that's super badass because, I mean, it's not every day that you get a guy that circled the moon that drives right by you on a golf cart.
Actually, he's the one that his wife died, right, Lana? Oh, yeah, his wife died of cancer years ago, and he named one of the craters on the moon after her.
Yes, that is correct.
That was that guy.
Yeah, so that guy's a real badass.
I really wish I got a picture with him. I didn't want. He was on the fucking the golf cart, and I doubt the golf cart was going to stop for me, but whatever.
Well, you never know. But we also saw Speaker of the House Mike Johnson go by today,
brother.
In an armored golf cart.
Okay. Again, I saw him.
Well, Jared saw him.
Nobody else saw him.
Well, you had the best view of like.
I just recognized people.
Well, yeah, but you were also looking in that direction. Like they were going down the path. This is when we were at a Cafe Americano.
Well, the thing, we were at Bar Americano or whatever, and so the path is actually the same path that we saw Reese Weissman on. There was 2 golf carts that were like sealed, and they had flashing lights, and I heard the sirens going off, and I didn't think anything about it, but as it started to go by and I looked and I was like, oh, that's Mike Johnson.
Yeah.
I know that big head goofball fucking glass face 4 fucking eye bitch anywhere.
Dude, but the armored golf cart was badass.
It was Capitol Police.
Yeah, it still was super badass. But so we saw 2 well, and you know what's crazy is that, obviously
and
Mike
we
Johnson,
probably saw more people. We just didn't realize who they were.
Yeah, we saw.
Those are 2 people that I recognized.
We forget that these guys work down there. And so
I don't forget that he works down there.
No. I don't want to say I do either.
Reese Weissman does not work down there.
I know he doesn't work down there.
He's like, I'd rather be in an airplane. Get me the fuck out of here.
Yeah, no, the guy wants to be like above ground.
Yeah.
Literally. No, but I think just seeing them, just in person sometimes it's just like, oh yeah, he's like, he does work here. Like this is DC,
Yeah, Londa, I really would. I kind of wanted to stop the golf cart because I wanted a picture, but I was like, I'm not gonna. The hey sir and the smile back was good enough for me. Like I'm telling you, I felt like a 3-year-old. Like because I've always been in the space. RJ knows this about me. I've watched the shuttles years and years and years, and then to watch that whole thing happen, and then this dude just, hey, sir.
Yeah.
that shit was.
It was like an old school Coke.
I felt so
commercial.
gay saying it. I was like, "Hey, sir."
It's all right. And Jared had a flamboyant moment.
No, it wasn't.
No, I'm not going to take that away from you, dude. That's something that you really, yeah, dude. That's a fucking astronaut that was in space. That's a pretty big deal.
It was that, and then the military side, because he's usually most of them are military, but the military side. So that's where the sir came out. It was like, hey, like, because he's an officer. It's like, but he's higher than any general that I would ever meet.
Yeah,
because he did what he did.
Yeah, of course.
And that to me was like, bro, and then and to prove it, he was in the pit lanes. I posted that shit on my Facebook, and I had to put my little piece. And I was like, oh no, he was actually there.
Yeah,
and just I don't know. My little story without a picture don't mean shit. You know, pictures don't mean. Without a picture, it didn't happen these days.
Yeah, I know, dude. But I think that's a important thing too, dude. Is that's a valuable life experience? Not a valuable, but that's a very cherishable life experience that you had. Like, yeah, come on, man. You don't need to share everything with the world. Yeah, it would be nice to say, hey guys, look who this is awesome for me. Like, be happy for me. And I am happy for you. And you just strolled by us like it was nothing. Like, I'm just on a golf cart rolling around DC.
And same thing with Mike Johnson. I'm like, that's fucking Mike Johnson right there. I was like, what the fuck is happening right now?
And they had
but I forget that we're in where we are, and it was a big event, and then also it was the same day Trump was out there somewhere. I don't know where he was at.
I think he was out there earlier before we got there.
Because no, he was probably still out there somewhere, but Secret Service was fucking everywhere.
Yeah, they were all over the place.
Goddamn roaches and shit.
Yeah, you put it this way. Today is not the day to fuck around and find out.
Well, not up there.
No, not that.
Now you can fuck around. We back home. We can fuck around.
Yeah, we're back on home turf.
Mm.
But I don't think Jared and myself can speak highly enough of.
I had a great time this weekend.
Yeah. It was really cool, really badass. And again, as somebody who's not into these things and follows them, just again being a part of the experience.
That's the other thing.
It's really
that's
cool.
the other thing.
There's a lot of first time fans. You probably created fans today.
Yeah,
you probably really did.
I think so. And I was even telling you and Clay today. I was like I might have to actually start paying attention to fucking IndyCar now. Like I know inside out F1 rules. And I know, and I watch that shit, and I watch other racing so much because, like, remember when we were standing up there and somebody was like, "What does FYC mean?" I was like, FCY. But what does that mean? I was like, full course yellow. He was like, well, what does that mean? I'm like, wait, what the fuck? These motherfuckers don't know nothing.
Yeah.
Like, literally nothing. They're just here to watch this
Put it this way. There were people on the roofs of buildings in the area watching this race.
Yeah.
How they got on the roof, like, and I'm not talking about like an apartment building. I'm talking about like a museum or like an office building. Archive buildings. And you can literally see people on their what is this? I don't want to call it a deck.
Brother, look, I have to say this.
Out on their like upper patios.
I said this earlier. I don't understand how we've never had an actual race here.
Yeah, for it being the first time they did this here.
You want to promote America? Fucking put a race in the streets of it. Like I guarantee you, this shit got mad ratings. I'm curious to look up the ratings now.
Yeah. I also want to know how many people turned out both days.
Well, a free event, again, like we said last year or next year, they'll probably charge. They can't really charge a lot though.
No, I don't think it would be a lot. Which is, if you wanted like the special seating, then you would pay, top dollar. For it.
I'll pay for grandstands. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, no, that's fine. And as long as it's reasonable,
so I can come back to my seat instead of fucking.
Yeah, you get up, you're gone.
That was wild,
dude. That guy.
I was like, I gotta get there at 9 o'clock, and then fucking if I want to go get a beer or a hot dog, I gotta fucking. I gotta.
You're cooked, dude.
Yeah.
You literally have to take all your shit with you and then like shit your pants. Like,
yeah.
You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that to
Porta
yourself.
potties were quite clean, by the way.
Well,
I only saw one turd in one porta potty, and
right.
I only went to like 3 porta potties, by the way.
One turd,
It was
3 potties.
I'm not gonna look. As much shit as I talk about this administration, they did this shit right. There was plenty of water for people.
Yeah.
There was plenty of accommodations. Like, if you're hot, there's ice. There's this, and there's fucking. You got bad security.
Tense.
It was done very fucking well.
Yeah, done very, very well. So
It as opposed to any of the other shit that has been done
prior to it,
the last 2 years, this was done the best, and I can't knock it at all. There's nothing to, like, you know how motherfuckers will be really fucking, oh, fuck Trump and this and that.
Yeah.
Bro, he fucking did this one.
Yeah, it was cool.
And maybe the UFC shit, and Londa was talking about this, maybe the UFC shit was cool, but like that was also very limited. This wasn't that limited. Like if you put in for the tickets, I don't even think it was that hard to get tickets, to be honest. I was like, no, there's gonna be a race in DC. Oh, I'm paying attention to this shit.
Yeah.
And that's how me and Clay got our tickets. And we still had extra tickets both days. So,
Well, the turnout was great. The event was great. Me and Jared are great. This podcast is great.
we're not done. We only had an hour.
I didn't say that we were done, sir. We still have minor things to talk about. Then we'll be done.
Oh, so get to it.
Well, we're not done.
'Cause
Get
I'm
to it.
hungry.
Yeah, no, I know. That's another thing too. I don't want you to starve over there as you drink more whiskey.
I'm fucked up. Hey, look, I'm fucked up. I didn't drink till halfway through the race. Matter of fact, I put it in my bag. I'm gonna take I have a new angle on. Yeah, I'm fucked up, guys.
It's all right.
I'm
It's all
hungry
right.
too.
So here, I'll briefly
since
do
this morning.
Yeah, here I'll do this and we'll get out of here. You got to eat something.
No, we still got time. You the one rushing, bitch. We got at least 15 minutes to go.
Well, speaking of 15 minutes of fame. All right. Yeah, 15 minutes of fame, right?
Go follow me at Jared Lee Comedy on Instagram.
Yeah.
All two of you on YouTube.
Yes, the numbers are huge, or as Trump likes to say, huge.
Actually, I'm almost to 1,000. Hey, Londa, if you're still here, have your friends go follow me on my Instagram, Jared Lee Comedy, please. I am trying to get to 1,000. I think 1,000 would be a good time for me.
Well, I think 1,000 of anything is good. Well, not anything.
Well,
but
here's how I look at it from a marketing perspective. Because I've been at 500 forever, and I put that clip, that Alexa clip out, and I boosted it, and I've been getting followers from it. The way I look at it is every certain amount, when you put new content out, it becomes exponential. So if I'm at 1,000 and I have a hit video like a month from now, and I'm gonna try to be more consistent with new content. But if you have a hit, like boom, every 1,000, I think exponentially it just then more people see it. I want to get to 500K because then I can go on a tour. Like I can go 500K followers. You can tour. And I think that will get me to the point where I can just be like, hey, RJ, I'm going to have to zoom in on this call or whatever. Or I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I want to fucking travel for comedy, man. That's what I want to do. And the more I do it, and the more I'm in the feeling of being a comic on the road, the more it's like, oh, I like this shit. Like going to New York and fucking doing Gotham. Like, and if you've never been to that club, like that club is beautiful. Oh, this is what they do.
yeah.
I want to do this all the time.
Yeah, no. I mean, dude, it's something that obviously you're very passionate about. But getting to do it even in the smaller steps that you're, and I would say you're taking bigger steps in general. More
slow,
so than you may.
Slow, big steps.
Yeah, no, but more so than you think or give yourself credit for. And
I hate
That-
giving
that-
myself credit.
I think most people do. I think it's very assholish. And yeah, very douchebaggery of you or of anyone. There's a time and place to be full of yourself. Not all the time though. It's just not. I don't know. It's not healthy. But what I was gonna say is that when you are kind of out there on your own, kind of in an uncharted territory, yeah, it's an exciting feeling. It's just like, oh shit, dude. It's like you're on this grand adventure, dude. You're on like big adventure. That's the way I would look at it. It's like, hey, this is like the start of a movie, or it's your movie, and this is the start of your big adventure in the big city, or whatever the case may be. So that's always a positive way to look at it. So kudos to you for doing that.
You were saying something else.
Well, I was going to talk about how difficult it is to get up Turd Rock. All right. You know what Turd Rock is, Jared?
Oh God, what, brother?
So
What are you talking about? Somebody help this guy.
So we do need help getting on top of Turd.
You need help
to get on top of Turd Rock.
What are you talking about?
So I was playing RV there yet, right?
A game that you did not invite me to play. Thanks, guy.
I don't think it's cross-platform. I really don't.
It is. It started on PC. What are
I-
you talking about?
I get that. But I don't think it's cross-platform for you to play.
Gentlemen and ladies, he doesn't know how the internet works. Carry on.
I do know how the internet
Keep going.
works.
Keep going, because I'm.
Just because it's out on PC and Xbox doesn't mean it's cross-play.
He doesn't know how the internet works.
So
Keep
anyway,
going.
there's this giant rock that's shaped like a turd. Like, it's huge.
Got it.
Yeah.
We understand.
And I have to winch the RV all the way to the top of this thing. And it is a pain in the fucking ass. Last night I almost had it. Almost had it. It was right there. And you know what got in the way? The fucking winch pole. And it blew my fucking RV up. And it just sucked. And that's what I wanted to talk about with my 15 minutes of fame. That should actually be a segment.
Sir. Well, first of all, hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, and RJ, this man literally knows we have literally 10 minutes, and he hears my stomach growling right now, and he decides. So I'm in hangry mode, and he decides to bring up RV there yet and a fucking turd stone.
It is a stone. It's a giant rock. You can even pull it up if you want.
I won't.
Yeah, we might want to avoid. Yeah, because we don't know what may come up if you type that in. Yeah,
Don't care that much.
it's a pain in the ass, and I'm ready to get it over with.
There was something else that I wanted to talk about. Oh, we're about to start a group chat about going to museums. We need to do that.
I guess we're gonna become Nicolas Cage in National Treasure. We're gonna steal the Declaration of Independence.
You know what? I don't remember what museum that's in, but I have not seen that in many years.
I feel like, isn't it in the Library of Congress?
I don't remember. I thought there was one, maybe when I was younger. I thought it was in the Museum of American History. But I think you're right. I think it isn't. I've never been there, though.
No, neither have I. And the Library of Congress is the biggest library in the world, dude. It has over 4 million books.
I don't know about that.
No, I'm almost positive that's a fact.
Well, there was one library that burned down that people avoid wanting to talk about, but
Is it that what is it? Oh man.
Yep, you said it.
Yeah, Alexandria, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. No, I actually feel like I was watching a YouTube video on that
fuck the British.
not that long ago. No, do you know how much information? Yeah. So that's
We lost a lot. Human civilization lost a lot because of racism. Racism is expensive.
yeah, it's crazy, dude. We would probably know. So yeah, could you imagine the knowledge we would have if that never had happened?
RJ, that's why you're my boy. You understand?
Well, yeah, dude.
There's certain people out that fucking race today that will not. They were like, you know what? That's how they talk.
I mean, I don't know what you said, and nor would I know what they say.
They don't know what they said either. We got to get out of here because I'm hungry.
That's right.
RJ, what did you say? Who is we or what?
What do we
I
do?
don't
now?
know. I don't know. I'm hungry. I'm too tired and I'm drunk. I've been drinking all day. Well, not all day, but half of the day.
Half of the day. And top of the day to all of you guys.
And I still have to edit this for fucking Monday morning.
You can catch us anywhere you get your podcasts. That is Apple Music, Spotify, all that good stuff. Every Monday around 9 a.m. on YouTube for the visual. And every Saturday or sometimes Sundays here on the Purple and Green. Oh, yeah. We are popular. I like it a lot.
Oh, and Arch is going to be playing fucking some stupid game in a week or some shit. When does that come up?
Metal Gear Solid 4 this Thursday. Let's go.
So gay. But I'm sure September is coming up, and I'm sure we're both going to be playing Wolverine. I'll stream it. I don't have an extra camera. I really want to get a camera so I can fucking actually stream. I still got to do those fucking Legos, but I don't want to do it without a camera. So, yeah, we'll be doing more content. And actually, we should do some IRL shit at these museums, to be honest.
That would be cool.
I don't know if every place can have cameras. I know back in the day there was an issue with flash photography, and I get it. But nowadays everything's digital, so I don't know what.
We'll figure it out. But we will see you guys next week.
Yeah.
Here on the Mad Scientist Lab.
I know I wanted to talk about more shit, but I am drunk, guys, and I'm hungry. So see you next week.
An hour? What am I supposed to do with the mad scientist for an hour?
You know, tamper in God's domain.
Peace.
See you guys later.
Hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever, 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 ever.
Audio skulls all day.
The merit scientist forever. The merit scientist forever. The merit scientist forever. The merit scientist forever.
You can't have an opinion on something that you haven't even tried.
Exactly.
The merit scientist forever. The merit scientist forever. The merit scientist forever. The merit scientist forever.